On the Crush 95.9, KRSH.com. That's Beth Hart. Beth's most recent record, a tune called St. Teresa, a Monday afternoon. Here, good-looking Monday, good-looking weekend, Sonoma County. Here we are, and we are very fortunate, not only living right here in Sonoma County, but having somebody that lived here for quite a few years and is in the studio with us. It's Doyle Bramhall.
The second.
I was going to get to that, but Doyle Bramhall the second is with us. Hi.
Hello, I'm the son of Doyle Bramhall.
And Doyle, if for those who don't know, your dad, can we use that word legendary? It's always used when it comes to your dad, but just a wonderful person, a major force in the world of music, Texas music and more. And you followed in his footsteps by picking up a guitar and playing music, correct? At an early age.
Yeah, I followed in his footsteps, even though he played drums.
That's true, but it was the musical thing.
But I started playing drums first when I was very young, and I sort of wanted to be like him, so I studied his shuffles and tried to emulate everything that he did, which, at a certain point, it got a little bit too crazy to try and emulate some of the things he did. But the music side of it worked out for me, and it seemed that I studied the way he played. I studied, what he loved, what he was influenced by, and that's all I heard was music around the house when I was growing up. All the same things, and later on I would play with all of the people that he was influenced by.
Yeah.
From B.B. King to Eric Clapton to other people that he looked up to. So it was pretty wild to know that I was playing with a lot of the people that I was influenced by, but also my father as well.
Yeah. So the intimidation factor of a heavyweight musician such as your dad and you following in the footsteps, was it traumatic for you, or you just felt the need to do it? And
well, I was always around it growing up, so I would be asked to sit in when I was a kid, from like 11 or 12 years old. I would sit in with my dad and get on stage, and so I think it was just a very natural thing for me. It's like if your dad grows up being a cobbler or something, you just sort of go into that line of work because that's what you grew up. That's what your family's craft is, and my family's craft was music. So, and you were sort of like a dad to me.
Yeah, I feel that way.
Yeah.
And the fact is that to see you grow as not only as a musician, but as a person, you've done well, Bramhall.
Yeah, I don't think that I would have had the same trajectory if it weren't for you and your, taking me under your wing and getting me out playing shows that I probably wouldn't have played at.
Yeah, I know some of the Blues Society folks in the early years going, "Who's this kid with a mohawk?"
I know.
And why is he
know. And you had faith in me, and I don't know why.
Well, I have a very good taste in music. I felt,
don't let the mohawk fool you. There's real Albert King licks under there.
Yeah. No, it's something that I've always, I guess, been fortunate being able to say, I like that guy, and I think he could do that. And to see what you've done has made me not only proud, but also the fact that, hey, I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, you do.
And you're up here, and I'm sure glad, and thanks for lunch. And, boy, I'll tell you, that person did look like Beth Hart. That's what prompted to play that Beth Hart.
Yeah,
we were having lunch, and we looked over, and Doyle says, "Oh, there's Beth Hart." And I didn't even know that. Well, now you're a label mate. You're on a new label.
Yeah, we're on a label. Apparently, she's been following me now for the last couple weeks since I signed with them.
Yeah.
She's following me around.
She was at El Patio.
Yep. You ordered the nachos at
Yeah.
El Patio.
Yeah. So now, okay, what are you doing up here? You're you got some gigs, and it's not your band; it's you coming up as a duo, or what?
Yeah,
explain yourself now. What's that?
I'm just doing. I guess it's like a 6-show tour. So we're doing 3 Northern California dates, and then I think we do Tahoe, Nevada, and the MIM studio, or however they say it, the MIM studio, which is in Phoenix. And I guess we just sort of wanted to do something a little different than I normally do, like my full band show. So it was, I was approached about doing just something different, either a solo acoustic or a duo. And I had just done a duo show with one of my bandmates in Montauk in Long Island.
Mm-hmm.
And it went really well, so we thought it would be fun to just sort of change it up and do a little stripped down thing with me and this other musician, Alan Hampton, who was referred by a lot of people that I really look up to musically. Michel Degocello, my bandmate Adam Minkoff, and Chris Bruce, who used to play with me. They all recommended this this musician, who's a great singer, and he plays with Robert Glasper, and I think he was on the New York sort of jazz scene for quite a while.
Yeah. Well, that sounds very good. Now, have you done this prior? How many dates have you done?
We just opened.
We just
opened for Melissa Etheridge at Saratoga at the winery a couple nights ago. So that was the first time we've done that together.
And that one's going to be at Yoshi's on Wednesday night, right?
Mm-hmm.
And tomorrow night you have something else at Sweetwater. That's a different.
Yeah, I'm actually sitting in with this sort of new up-and-coming artist. His name is Ron Artis, and he's from Hawaii. And we did this show. Actually, funny enough, Steve Kimmock was on the show as well. But I think that it was Soul Live. It's a band from New York with guy Eric Krasno, who I know from Tedeschi Trucks Band, and he was putting on like a 5-night thing at the Brooklyn Bowl in New York. And I remember it was me and Ron were the two of the guests, and then Kimmock was the other guest on the show. And so I just heard him, and I was like, wow, that guy's, he's definitely gonna make a splash.
Yeah.
And he was just a great singer and really soulful, and plays his heart out, and he just seemed really, really authentic and a really good performer. Like, you just automatically are sort of connected to what he's doing and drawn in. So we just talked after the show and said we were going to get together at some point for something. And he had booked a tour here and on the West Coast, and he said he was going to be up in this area, and he saw that I was going to be at Yoshi's and some other places up here, so he asked if I'd come down and play some songs with him. And
great.
And here we are. And it just so happens that the guy who I met him through, Eric Krasno of Soul Live, he's going to be at the show as well. He just texted me and said that he's going to be around for that, so maybe we'll get him to come up and jam with us as well.
That's tomorrow night then.
Yeah.
Yeah. So tunes in the set that you're doing as a duo, you're grabbing some that you maybe haven't done in recent years, or
well, I don't know. Let me see.
Yeah, okay. Well, it could be one that, ironically, I just played the other day, and a listener called and went, I've never heard that tune. And I'm talking about Day Come Down. And that was done how many years ago? 98.
So,
yeah. But I'd love to hear.
Any mathematicians in the house?
Well, that's good. 98. That would be 20 years ago. Right?
Yeah. Yeah, I guess it would.
I would love to hear that acoustically.
Math,
right? Yeah, pretty easy math. On the cross, Doyle Bramhall II. Right?
Yeah, so I'm going to be doing songs off my last record, Rich Man, and then I'll be doing some songs off of previous records that I put out years ago, and then quite a few covers as well, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's funny that you asked if I would do Day Come Down, because I was actually thinking that exact song if I came on the show and did something. So.
Well, of course, it's the vibe there on the Crush.
Would you like me to do it?
This is pretty special. Yeah, I mean, as long as you have the guitar.
Well, I
in
haven't
it.
done it yet.
Yeah.
So
Well, you know, I know you
overhype
haven't
it.
done it. It wasn't that. Oh, you haven't done it. Okay, do it
No,
now.
I mean,
Okay.
I could fail. I could crash and burn. So
Yeah, on
don't
my
hype it
show.
up
On
too
my
much.
show. On my show, you did
Yeah.
that. No.
Okay.
The Crush.
So should I try it?
Go ahead.
Okay. Grow to live, learn to love. With some luck, we'll get above. You and me will wait to see the day come down. Don't go, sit here, girl. Let's have a drink and watch the day come down. I never had a chance to grow, so let me do more now than I've done before. More. Let's just say it's over now. Mercy, mercy to the broken one. Good to know I'm right in time to watch the day come down, the day come down. I never had a chance to grow. I didn't know what face to show. So let me do more now than I've done before. I didn't have a chance to grow. I didn't know what face to show. So let me do more now than I've done before. I'm going down to where the river flows and watch the day come down.
Outstanding. Very good. Very good. Terrific.
Take two.
On the Crush. Acoustic. I think that's the first time I heard it acoustic.
Yeah?
Yeah. That's going way back, 20 years. What record was that on?
1947.
Yeah, what was that year?
Huh?
I mean, what was the name of that record that was on?
Jelly bean?
Yeah.
Oh, jelly cream, sorry.
Jelly.
Somebody did that. They came up to me after I made the record. Man, that's my favorite record, Jelly Bean. I was like, really?
It could have been a
By
follow-up.
who?
You know. Doyle Bramhall II now. Tomorrow night he'll be. That sounds like just a good jam going on at Sweetwater, and then you'll be headlining at Yoshi's, and then over in Napa on Friday night at Blue Note. Yeah, and then elsewhere.
Yeah, I've never been there. I've never played in Napa.
Never?
Nope. I don't think so. I played in Calistoga. Is that Napa?
No, well, it's Napa County.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the City Winery? Oh,
I went to Calistoga. I think Steve Peterson took me there once to play a show.
Steve Peterson. Friggin' the names they started creeping up at lunch, too, names that we have now. But Doyle lived here for quite some time. He was rather young when he was getting his musical chops in and around here. And then the career through here then went out with the Thunderbirds, right? Didn't you join Jimmy and Kim with the Fabulous?
I was hired by Jimmy. I think I was still 17, and I went to rehearse with him at the end of my 17th year, and then started playing with the Thunderbirds when I was 18.
Yeah. Then the Archangels came.
I remember my first show with the Thunderbirds was like I had 2 shows on the islands of Hawaii, and then the second place we went was Australia. And we had like 2 weeks off in Perth or something on the the west coast of Australia. So that was my introduction. I was thinking, wow, touring is awesome. Hawaii, Australia, the beaches. Yeah. This is amazing. Yeah. And then we went to like Moline, Illinois or something.
Kalamazoo. Yeah. That's the deal. And recently, too, didn't you just do the Hyde Park thing with Eric Clapton?
Yeah, we did
around?
that was, a week and a half ago?
Yeah, it didn't seem like that long ago.
Yeah, it was funny because I went there to Hyde Park. They have a concert series there, and I don't know if it's over a month or 2 or something, but they have a lot of different bands playing. And 2 days before Eric played, I played with Eric. Roger Waters put on a show there, so I went to see him and hung out with him and his band.
Have you seen Roger since then? You worked with Roger for a while there, Roger Waters.
I did 2 years with
2
him.
years with him, yeah.
Right before I started playing with Eric.
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw that. I've seen his show a few times since I played with him, but it was pretty awesome visually, and obviously he has some powerful messages he's putting across too. Yeah. But it was a great day. I mean, it was opened by Lucas Nelson, Willie's son. Yeah. He opened the show.
Great band. I really enjoy the Promises.
I saw him the night after that. I think he was playing in London at a club show, and it was so good. Yeah, it was an amazing show. He's so commanding as an artist, and he just had everybody in the palm of his hand. Mm-hmm.
Just a really likable guy. I mean, he's learned a lot from Willie. I mean, just how to treat people.
And he's
everything.
A great songwriter.
Yes,
first and foremost.
Yeah,
he's a great songwriter, great performer, and everything. And he's also been playing with Neil Young now for a couple of years, and his band is Neil Young's band. Yeah, and I think that they've gotten a lot from that because he had a lot of like, the power that Neil has, you know, and especially in his bands, like he's so forceful and powerful as an artist, and I think that's definitely rubbed off on Lucas, which is definitely not a bad thing to have, that kind of fire. Yeah.
You've been producing as well too, on and off throughout the years.
Yeah, I mean, I stopped producing, even though I've been talking about it recently, getting produced. I don't really like produce. I don't have like a person that, like a producer agent that puts me up for things, because I'm not really that interested in producing. But certain people will ask me if I want to produce, and if I like the music and I like them, I'll do it. Yeah. But for the most part, I produce my own records, and but there are a couple things that have just come up that I might produce in my little bit of off time.
And your most recent record, Richmond, outstanding record, been out for a bit, and you're doing some of the tunes in this duo tour that you're doing, like the one you're going to do right now on The Crush, correct?
I think I will do that one.
Yes, let's do that one. And it's called?
It's called November, and this is a song that I wrote after my father passed away in 2011, I think. And it was just sort of felt to me like almost like a letter or a conversation that I wish that I could have had with him while he was alive. But hopefully it made its way through the ether to him.
Doyle Bramhall on The Crush. Doyle Bramhall, the second.
Oh, I wish I could go back again for a moment, ease this unforgiving pain. So many tears sometimes I just can't breathe. But those days I know are gone for good. I remember when we used to laugh together, oh, playing songs that would move us till nothing else could take me back. November came with a bittersweet melody. Oh, it opened up my heart and showed me how to start to love again, all love again, yeah. Wish I could have seen past the lies I told myself, and I'd let you know how much you mean to me. So please don't go before hearing me say, always remember when we used to laugh together, playing songs that would move us till nothing else could take me back. November came with a bittersweet melody. Oh, it opened up my heart and showed me how to start to love again, all love again. Take me back. I can hear you say with a smile in your eyes, if you want to keep it, gotta give it away. On and ever after love, give it away. Always remember when we used to sing together, playing music all night when the sun came up. Take me back. November came with a bittersweet melody. Oh, it opened up my heart, it showed me how to start to love again, love again. Take me back now, take me back now.
Doyle Bramhall, the 2nd November from Richmond. Good job.
Thank you very much.
I'm so glad that you stopped by, and looking forward to seeing you in this spotlight. This whole different.
Yeah, it should be interesting.
I mean, you now not only.
I wish we could just finish out the show here. I mean, I just started.
You
I'm
mean
warmed
just,
up. My voice is warmed up. I'm ready.
Yeah, so you're ready
finish
to
the show
like
now.
have people come in and
Right now.
we could charge
Right now.
admission right here
Yes.
into the studio
$40.
and do this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be on on our
Social media.
social media. My grandson Dominic, ladies and gentlemen, Dominic
yeah?
Bowker is doing
All right.
all of the
Why don't you film
videoing right
yourself?
now. Pardon me? You know, his first introduction to you was Day Come Down back when Kristen and Dom were living down in L.A.
Yeah.
And you brought it over. You brought the record over. So somewhere around there, he was standing in front, beating the record
And
player.
now he has sleeves.
And now, yeah.
Well, because of
Yes. Okay. And you're doing this well. I mean, you've been active. You're busy. You're going to have a new record out. Sometime.
Yes, I just finished the record
The
2 weeks
record is
ago,
done, okay.
and I handed it in to the record label, and I think our release date is around the 4th or 5th of October.
Oh wow, it's pretty soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm ready to go. Let's go.
And then you're doing. You did this thing with Boz Skaggs. That must have been a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's great. I love Boz. He's a great guy, and I mean that band was just ridiculously good, and all old friends. And I've done a lot of playing. So, well, I played in Eric's band for many years with Willie Weeks,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
known Willie forever. And I've also done a million sessions with Jim Keltner,
Mm-hmm.
and we're really, close friends. And then obviously Charlie Sexton came and guested on that
Yeah.
record as well, who I've known for a while.
And they're great tunes. There's some newer tunes and good old blues. Duke Roby.
Ray Parker Jr., who
Yeah.
was in the original Wonder Love band with
Yeah.
Stevie Wonder, and who wrote Ghostbusters.
Yeah. Is that right?
He did.
Okay. I mean, I believe you. I don't know why I just didn't think of it. Maybe I didn't think too much of Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not up to me.
I think there was a problem between him and Huey Lewis, but I'm not sure which way it went.
Okay. And I'm going to play this tune because you're playing the harp on here. It's a Jimmy Reed tune.
Yeah, that was fun.
Who
it
brought
was
that
funny
to the
because-
table? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it was Boz just wanted to do the cover of a Jimmy Reed song, and it was funny because he was talking about it after we recorded it. He was like, "It'd be great to have like a harp player on this, like that can do that Jimmy Reed thing." And I said, "Well, not to like promote myself, but I said I sort of stylistically grew up playing like Jimmy Reed stuff, so that's sort of my specialty." And he was like, "Really?" And they were like, "Okay, well, go have your shot or whatever." And I remember I was doing it. I went out, and the first pass I did it, and Boz's face was like, his mouth was wide open, like, "What?
Yeah.
You can do that? You can play harmonica like Jimmy Reed?" Or at least, in that same
Yeah.
style.
Now you play the harmonica like you play the guitar, upside down and left-handed, right? I mean,
Probably.
yeah, don't you? I mean, didn't you? Like,
I don't think that's possible, but
No.
is it?
I don't.
What would you do? Flip
Well,
a
I'm-
harmonica upside down?
You just turn it upside down. Didn't you do that?
Yeah,
Am I making that up?
you definitely are.
Oh. Well,
I don't think you can. I think upside down would just be.
it would be
I don't
impossible.
think that's.
Oh, yeah, not possible. Okay.
Well, I mean, there was Sonny Boy Williamson
Yeah.
2, I guess.
The second.
I think he made that like. There's a video of him playing harmonica with his mouth. And he
Yeah.
doesn't- like he just moves the harmonica with his
Mhm.
mouth. Like he doesn't
Yeah.
use his hands or something, and he plays it every which way
Mhm.
you can possibly play it. But I think other than him, I don't know anybody else. That
Yeah,
can
okay.
actually play.
Well, then.
And left-handed, it would be left-lipped. Right?
That's true.
Yeah.
I guess you're right. Okay, well, I guess we'll ask another harmonica player friend of ours about that. You know,
Who?
What's his name? That lives up around here.
What's his name?
I'm not. He's out of town. He's on the road.
That
he's on
local
the,
guy.
He's,
What's his name?
yeah, Charlie Muscle. Harmonica
that
player.
one.
Yeah. He's on the road. He's on the road. He's got a show here. Thank you.
Yeah.
It's always great to see you. And I'm going to play that amazing.
I'm sure I'll see you at Screamin' Mimi's. Is that the place?
Could very well be somewhere else, but we'll hang.
Okay.
All right. I love you.
Love you too.
All right. Doyle Bramhall along. Who else is on this track? Well, you got Boz in here, and we're doing the Jimmy
Willie
Reed.
Weeks, Jen Keltner,
Yeah.
Charlie Sexton, Boz, myself, and maybe Ray Parker's on it as well.
Yeah. Ghostbusters.